going to talk about a movie again.
Today.
So we went to watch a movie together last month, January.
I think it's last month, yeah.
So in the new year, we went to watch a movie together again. And we watched Rental Family, which I'd seen the ad for on the train platform, but I hadn't even seen the trailer actually. So I've just seen like the billboard type ads. And then you said that you could get tickets for it. Yeah. And we went to watch it. And we both enjoyed it so much that we thought we'd make an episode out of it. But it's more, is it like a review? Maybe it's sort of like a review, but we're just going to talk about some of the themes. Yeah. Talk about like why we liked it actually.
And also, can I just interrupt you a little bit over there?
Okay.
Okay, we both love this movie so much, right? But this is like extra special for me because like, okay, I'm going to make this as short as possible because I don't want this episode to turn into like me fangirling about Brendan Fraser. But like
but a little bit is
because he was like growing up, I watched his movies, right? When I was like a little kid, he's like probably like one of my oldest crush and things. So yeah, I used to like watching him on movies and stuff, and then he just suddenly disappeared. I don't really
mention some of this history.
I'm not gonna really talk about that here, but I will let you know later why, because it's kind of sad.
No, you told me.
No, there's other things.
Okay, there's more. You did already tell me some.
Yeah, there's actually more dark thing that happened to him. But
okay, I thought you were going to fangirl.
Yeah, I'm going to fangirl. This is why, like, because like he was so cute and it's like I don't know. It's just like my childhood crush, and then to think that he suddenly disappeared, right? And then that he finally came back and he is still such a good actor. And I was like, I mean, I'm not saying this because I'm just fangirling over him, but I really think the way he portrayed his character here. I mean, to be fair, everyone, like all the cast, they are all great. Do you not agree with me? They are great, right?
I mean, I've just said that we both really enjoyed this movie. I'll headline this to say that of all the movies we've watched together, this is the favorite one.
This is the best one. But yeah, everyone was great then. But then, just seeing him again there, like it's just like it makes me. I guess his comeback is actually in 2022. So he won an Oscar in 2023.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's is like when he finally have like a comeback like in Hollywood and stuff. And I'm just so happy that he finally be able to like. I just really really hope that this guy can be like big again, because like that in that movie it's just like a really. It's just a proof that he's still a very very solid actor. And like, can we not appreciate like how like. Okay, so every time a non-Japanese actors try to have like like scripted dialogue in Japanese, sometimes I'm going to be so nervous about it because like I just don't understand what you're saying sometimes, right? Like they just don't like they don't try hard enough to pronounce the word sometimes.
Okay.
Maybe they just try to memorize it, but like the pronunciation and whatever. But this guy, oh my God. I'm not gonna say like he have like the most perfect pronunciation, but like literally I understand what he's saying, and that is hard work there, like literally, because he didn't just memorize it, right?
When we watched
learned it properly,
I was wondering,
pronunciation.
I was wondering if like he already knew how to speak some Japanese or he studied for it basically.
Maybe,
because
but
I don't think if he is speaking purely based on memorizing a script, that's already so impressive,
crazy, right?
But if he actually studied Japanese for this role, I mean, so it came out last year.
Yeah, it's last year.
But I think I saw that it said it was in production since 2023.
Yeah, I think it's quite a long, because I think it's like I don't think it's supposed to be like a big movie, right? It's like for like festival, like movie festival or whatever. I don't know. I can be wrong, but like or maybe it's like take that long because it's obviously it's like you have to do it in Japan or whatever. It's kind of, it's not like probably like all that factors in, right? But anyway, sorry, I'm just gonna say that I'm really glad that this guy made it back to Hollywood, and I just really hope that people will give him like more chances, because I just think this guy he's great. Okay, please Hollywood, just give him another chance to be big again. Brendan Fraser and Macaulay Culkin, because I also like him.
That's just such a random side.
No, because Macaulay Culkin is also like slightly coming back these days. You know this. And
I mean, I think I saw him.
I'm so happy that these two people that is like in my childhood, like they just like suddenly like coming back and be like the good version of them again, like great version of them again.
Yeah.
It's really heartwarming.
I think this is going to make a bit more sense to people listening if we actually say what the movie is, because you started talking about that Brendan Fraser speaking Japanese, and I don't think we mentioned anything. Okay,
we are going to start talking about the movie briefly. But yeah, I know the movie since last year because I was going to watch it for like London Film Festival, but I couldn't get a ticket. Like literally the 2 Japanese movies I wanted to watch sold out. So I was so sad at the time because I was, it's Brendan Fraser and it's like in Japan. This must be great. This is probably going to be really great, right?
Yeah, it'll be right up your alley.
Yeah. And then I think the end of last year, I heard about like, it's going to be in the cinema in January, and I was like, okay, this is good, because I think Katie will probably gonna like this this kind of like story as well. So do you want to talk about like the story very briefly?
Yeah. I mean, to start, can I just say the movie that we are talking about is Rental Family.
I think you already said the title.
Rental Family.
You already said the title.
Remember.
I'm sorry.
Because I can't even remember if I said enough about it for it to make any sense. But it is, in fact, Rental Family, starring Brendan Fraser, Lala's childhood love. Crush. Yeah, we're going to talk about the movie a bit. I'm just going to give a brief outline, and then we're just going to talk about the themes, what we liked about it, because we did enjoy it a lot. But it's a film directed by Hikari, and they co-wrote it with Stephen Butt. So it's a co-production between the US and Japan. So the movie is really interesting in that it's a back and forth of English and Japanese actually. So it's really nice. Sort of like the mixing of cultures, I guess. Yeah. But the film itself is a comedy drama, and it's following Brendan Fraser's character named Philip. He has so many names in the film because the premise is that he's an actor in Japan, and he ends up working in a rental family business, essentially where the staff go and act as certain people in people's lives. So you can be hired to act as like a parent, a partner, a friend, whatever it might be,
sibling,
that is missing in the client's life, essentially. And it follows Philip through the different clients that he meets, starting with the bride, where like that's his first client, I think, and
that was quite heartwarming.
He's in 2 minds about it, and there's a funny scene where he almost backs out, but it all works out for the best. But the main storylines follow a child that he has to pretend to be the father of, to help her gain admissions into a prestigious school. And the other is an elderly gentleman. He's a famous writer, I think.
He's an actor.
Oh, was he an actor?
He's an actor.
Oh, an actor, sorry.
He's an actor,
and essentially the actor, he has dementia.
Yeah, he was ill.
He's starting to forget things, but not entirely, and that's revealed to you over time.
Yeah.
And I believe the actor's daughter hired Philip to be a journalist.
To be
to interview him about his life, essentially. And it follows the sort of, I mean, there's some other little side stories as well, but these are the two main ones, and it shows sort of the complex nature of human relationships, sort of that idea of like faking it till you make it, that idea of actual blood family, and someone who is essentially a stranger, things relating to, I mean, some of it is quite cultural as well, but that kind of comes up in the sense that Brendan Fraser's character is an American living in Japan, and he's been there for like 7 years.
7 years or something, yeah.
So trying to navigate the cultural differences. But yeah, the story itself has quite a lot of humor injected into it, but also a lot of scenes that will hit you right in the feels. So I think that's why we enjoyed it.
No, I really enjoyed this movie.
Yeah.
And you said about like it's really like a good blend with like Western and Eastern culture, even like the language, right? Because like they don't force the Japanese actors to speak English all the time, and that is really great to me as well. And also like obviously Philip, he speaks like both in Japanese and English as well, so it's kind of like I really like it. I really like that how they, I don't know, it's just they just done it so beautifully.
The back and forth is really natural as
well.
It
It's
doesn't
very
feel
natural.
jarring,
because
you know sometimes you watch movies where suddenly there's just one line of Japanese interjected or one line of English interjected.
But no, this was just so,
they just naturally go back and forth. The code switching is quite impressive actually. But yeah, I think the entire cast did a really great job. So even if they're playing more minor roles, each person sort of portrayed certain emotions or themes very well. I was just thinking, wow, this feels like the sort of film I want to write an essay about. It has really clear themes that would be really easy to talk about. So I guess we're going to look at the themes in the movie and reminisce on some of our favorite scenes, because you know, I think there were different parts that probably stuck with us in different ways. I noticed you wrote down some quotes as well, which I agree are really interesting to talk about. But yeah, just our overall feelings. This is not a Rotten Tomatoes or a high level movie review, but it is. I mean, if you haven't watched the film, go watch it. Yeah,
seriously, because this is going to be like a lot of spoilers here.
But I mean, if you don't mind spoilers and you want to listen to this to inform whether you'll watch it or not, that's also fine. But yeah, do you want to start?
Do you have like what is your favorite scene from this movie?
You can't ask me to pick a favorite scene.
It is, I mean,
Lala, you know I'm bad at picking favorites. The key scenes, which scene sticks out? Sorry. I've just talked about how deep the movie gets, and like, you know, how some of the themes are so like they get you thinking. But the first thing that came to mind is the toilet scene.
Oh, when he ran away from like the
so in the first story
wedding.
When Philip first starts the job, he almost gets cold feet and he goes to hide in the bathroom. So his co-worker Aiko finds him there. And she's arguing with him through the toilet door, and at one point she quite literally finds a stepladder and jumps up to be like, "What are you doing? Get out of here!"
That was when I was like, "Where was that ladder come from?" That's a plot hole.
You
there.
were very logical. To be fair, we did hear a lot of banging around before her head.
Oh really? I can't remember that actually.
Yeah, so there's a bit where
okay, so maybe she did
like what, and she's like banging around. So she's gone to, I guess, the janitor's
probably the closet or something.
And yanked this ladder out and then jumped up. So not quite a plot hole, but a subtle. Sorry, I just touched you.
It's fine.
But yeah, just like I don't know. That's the scene that sticks out to me because it's when we were watching it and I was thinking, oh, is this going to be a comedy? But I think we'd seen some scenes before that which had suggested to me already, there's going to be some interesting themes. But there'd been a lot of humor injected into the movie at the start.
The humor is so great because like one of the scenes I really like the most is probably because obviously I cried a lot during the movie. And then this one particular scene just makes me like, do you remember like when they pretended to be like police officer?
Oh, we're going straight towards the end.
Because obviously all the tear jerking moments like near the end, right? And then I was like, I was so sad, I was crying, and then that scene happened, and I was like, okay, this is so cute because
I think that's the thing. They like make you feel really sad. Yeah. And then suddenly
you laugh again. And then you think, that movie. This movie is very, very great of like making your emotion goes like up and down like that. Yeah. Because I feel like I was so sad, I was crying, and then I laugh, and then I'm happy again, and then they make me cry again, and then it's just like keep doing that,
Yeah, I definitely agree. I had that feeling of where my emotions were being pulled around a bit, but not in an unpleasant way. So that specific scene with the police officers, we're not talking about actual police officers, but it's Philip's colleagues, Aiko and Kota. They kind of come to basically save him because, spoiler, he gets arrested at some point during these work activities. But they really inject some humor into it because the previous scenes had been like a lot of arguments and misunderstandings. Yeah. And they literally think they're about to be arrested because
they're faking.
Yeah, they're faking being lawyers actually.
And then their
boss fakes being the
detective,
like
Oh my god!
And then when they all meet in the genkan and they look at each other.
Oh.
But it's kind of an all's well that ends well type feeling. So it starts getting pretty serious, but it doesn't feel too intense where you're feeling sort of scared, or it's like making your adrenaline like pump through you.
It feels like also like it's kind of dark but also not dark at the same time.
What do you mean by that? By like
like the scene about like when Kiko-san he started like losing his memories and stuff, right? And then he just like I don't know how to like, because he knows that he's going to die, he knows that he's going to lose his memory. So I think that's kind of the dark side of it, like when you know that you're going to start losing your memory or you're going to die or whatever, and then you just want to do whatever that you want to do to preserve the like present kind of thing. It's kind of it's kind of dark, but they portrayed it not like in a dark way.
I mean, I guess what you mean by that is because it's looking at that sense of loss. It's sad. Yeah. It's really sad.
There's a grief element there, right? But
it's the idea of sort of human mortality. Again, it's something unavoidable. So it's quite deep, I guess, in the way that they sort of approach that story of dementia, because it's not that Kiko is so far gone that he can't remember anything. It's that he has this one fixed goal, this thing that he can definitely remember, and he just needs some help to achieve that goal, to get back to where he was. It's quite funny actually, because he's thinking about sort of the future where he will have lost those memories, but the only thing he can focus on is the past, his hometown, and those photos of his first wife. So I thought, I don't know, I feel like there was it's very complex in the way that it portrays the idea of memory, maybe just because I heard the word dementia, and then I immediately start thinking of those things, because it's something that exists, and it's something that I don't know. I've thought about. I hope it's not something that will ever affect
us,
me
right?
or those I love.
Yeah.
But it's not something that you can control. And then this character, he's living with it, and how he presents himself is really interesting. And also the way Philip has to deal with it, like how he has to manage that, because I'm guessing Philip knows the condition, and the way he kind of follows Kikuo. Well, at first he tries to reject Kikuo's plea for help, and then afterwards he's just like, no, never mind, I'm gonna help him. So yeah, it's that idea of empathy really coming through. Oh man, it makes me really sad thinking about that scene.
No,
the Kikuo storyline is the one that made me cry.
Yeah, it makes me cry a lot, that scene. But also the one that makes me laugh as well, right? Because like all the comedic relief and whatever around them. But yeah, do you want to talk about like the quotes or the quotes you like?
The quotes?
Which one you like the most? I think the one that is like the one that I remember the most is like the one that Kikuo-san said. Again, it's about like him.
Yeah, why don't you go first? I think you have a strong feeling.
It's the one that's like, when a person dies, the memory stays, and sometimes it becomes more vivid. And because like, I'm just gonna say, because I had this experience with like a big grief, like a big loss and whatever. So this is just like something that, oh my God, it's true. Because like, how can like someone die, but why the memory will just stay there? And sometimes it's just like, you just still think they're there. It's like, they're not even gone.
Yeah.
And sometimes it's just more vivid, like, because like sometimes when the grief, like, the wave hits, it's just like, what?
Yeah. It's just a weird emotion to process, essentially.
So yeah.
But maybe that's part of what it is that I remember in the past we had a lot of conversations about the topic of grief, actually. But we talked about it being a cycle, right? So even though we talk about processing it, if it's a cycle, you keep coming back around to certain points.
It's kind
of so maybe that's why there's that whole idea of it, sort of that memory staying, and sometimes it becomes more vivid because it feels like, it's not fresh, but almost like, that feeling of grief is fresh again.
Yeah, because I guess it's a cycle, right? So sometimes it feels like, it's like a long time ago, but sometimes it's like, wait a minute, they were just still there yesterday, kind of thing.
And it's kind of, you're just sometimes it's just you hear something, smell something, see something, or you
just remember something.
Just it could be the tiniest thing that triggers that.
That was a really, really good one.
Yeah, I think that is also one of my favorite quotes. Yeah. You actually wrote down one. Is it Mia? So the little girl that he has to be the father of. She asks him, "Why do all adults lie?"
Do you remember what his answer?
Is it?
I think he said it's easier or something.
It's
right?
easier, or
to protect you or something.
No, it's not protect. This is really going to bother me because I was reading it. It's something about because it's hard to face the truth, something like that.
The only thing I remember is like when he said like, because it's easy.
Or it's easier than telling the truth.
Yeah, it's
something
easier
like that.
Telling the truth or something like that.
It's really gonna bother me. Let's put the quote like, because I feel like this is because I just keep thinking about Mia's words actually.
Yeah.
Why do adults lie? And this is something that comes up in a lot of this type of story when you have a child asking this sort of question, because it's the idea of like children have like a very innocent way of seeing the world, very naive, or they have not yet experienced those feelings in which they need to, like, you would hope.
They're very simple, right? They're not complicated.
Hope that the child doesn't need to lie. But the way Philip responds is just sort of a way that shows how complicated life becomes as you get older. Because humans are complex.
Yep.
the older you get, the more people you meet, the more experiences you have. They inform certain decisions and certain actions.
And not everything is in black and white and stuff as well, right?
Yeah, and sometimes, sometimes people tell lies because
necessary.
They want to protect.
Sometimes.
Yeah, they want to protect someone. I mean, the way it's framed is that Mia's mother lied to her because she wanted the best for her.
Yeah.
But even then, in the movie, they sort of explain, they explore how the mother kind of makes all the decisions there, because she thinks that's what's best for her daughter.
Yeah, I guess it's also because like Mia is like, how old is he then? Probably like 10 or something, right?
Maybe she's quite young.
Yeah, because like, how are you supposed to? Maybe if she's already like 18, 19, then it's kind of like it's easier to like talk to them, right? But like when your kid is only like 10 and you just want to do like what's best for her, what else can you do, kind of thing, It's
Mia seems like a pretty smart and eloquent child.
True, for her age, right? Like she's probably gonna be like, you should just tell me. I probably can just like act this with you or something. But
that's also quite hard. Like, how do you tell your child that, oh, I'm going to hire an actor to be your dad?
Yeah, because we want you to go to this prestigious school.
Yeah.
It's kind of complicated. I don't know.
I mean, I certainly thought of a million ways that whole storyline could have got more complicated, but they actually wrapped it all quite neatly in the sense that she got into the school and then she's angry at Philip, but then they see each other again and she asks that line of like, why do adults lie? But he's truthful with her at this point, actually. He tells her a reason why they lie, but then he also just tells her the truth that,
I think also like at the end, right, she was angry with the mom, but then she probably can kind of see that, oh yeah, this, like, my mom did this for me.
Yeah, they have that scene where
she didn't want to harm me. She just did because he wants me to go to good school, you know.
I mean, the mother is also more so because she cries. It's not like the whole tiger parent thing, or where it's like, oh, I know best. It was actually quite sweet.
Yeah.
It was really sweet. Did you have a favorite storyline of all of Philip's
which one?
Or like jobs he had to take? Did you have a favorite?
Oh no, maybe him acting as the Mia's dad is probably like my favorite one.
It's really cute when they go to like the festival.
Yeah,
it's really cute.
I mean, I probably like the Kiko-san's storyline more, but as like the like I like him like portraying as like a Mia's dad. Like his interaction with Mia is like so cute.
They're really cute.
Yeah,
I think Kiko's storyline is probably my favorite.
Yeah, the storyline is my favorite.
The way they. Because obviously this is Philip's job, so he's like different dates has to do. So you see it like in slightly broken pieces. It's not like you have one cleanly finished storyline that follows the next. But it's kind of funny because they all kind of like go downhill at the same time. Like the problems all start at the same time.
I mean, I guess because like it's a movie, right? So
so everything is going towards that climax.
Yeah, exactly.
But yeah, I think I don't know, it's just really... Actually, Kiko, so of those storylines, they were... Kiko's was the one that I was just like really gripped by. But I have to say, Aiko's storyline, so Philip's colleague, female colleague. So in that whole idea of rental family, they also have a service where you can
god, that was terrible.
Hire someone to be the mistress to apologize.
I do not like that one.
So basically, adulterous people will hire someone to apologize.
Yeah.
So to stand in as their mistress and apologize, but they apparently the thinking is they're too afraid. They're trying to protect their mistress, basically.
Yeah. Yep.
And my mind was blown
when you like.
My favorite scene is when Aiko is basically like, actually I'm sick of this, and then it's like, ma'am, your husband is cheating on you, and he doesn't even have the balls to get her to come and apologize. So he hired me to do this. And then just walks out. Oh wow, that scene.
That was very, very satisfying.
Yeah, that was very good for me.
Very, very satisfying. I love it. It's just like I seriously thought when that guy hired her, I thought he's just hiring her like as a girlfriend. but apparently not. So he just like hire her so
Yeah.
the wife will like think that she is the girlfriend even though she's not. Oh my god, that the plot twist that it's kind of
so it was quite messed up in my mind, but the way they build up to that as well, because at the start when they're trying to recruit Philip as well, it's sort of, you don't see that side. You see that, oh, you're helping someone who is missing something in their lives, or you're helping someone so, you know, a wedding for the parents, or like to, I think there was like a little side storyline. There was a guy who just liked
they
having
just
Philip
want a
go
friend.
with him to go
like
to
play
KTV, see shows,
Mm-hmm.
that kind of thing.
Yeah.
Like there's all these like sort of, people who are just lonely, but then it started to, like where Aiko actually gets hit, and Philip's like, hey, what happened there? And sort of he's coming to realize at the same time as us, or a little bit after us, that the industry is also quite messed up.
Yep.
But yeah, I don't know. See, even like a month after watching the movie, there's still so many things. As we start talking about it, this is what makes it a good movie.
Yeah, because like it just we still remember everything about the movie, right?
And the feelings. Can you still feel it?
Yeah,
talking about it, you feel
like the interaction about like Mia and like Philip is so heartwarming.
Yeah, they're really wholesome.
Yeah, and they were like
the actress did a really good job.
Yep. Everyone in this, no, seriously, the whole cast, they're all great. Yeah. Okay, I'm like this movie needs to like be like, people needs to watch this movie, seriously.
There's this really powerful scene between Philip and Aiko, where they're sort of talking about rental family and why they're doing this, and Aiko asks Philip, if you were to use the service, who would you want them to be? I think we both thought this scene was quite I don't know, it's really sweet and a bit sad, like sort of a bittersweet feeling. Do you remember Philip's answer?
Yeah, he said maybe my mom, right? Because I think what he said is like, she never judged him, and it will feel good to be able to feel that again. It's probably gonna, like, if he can feel that again, he'll be happy, kind of thing. And that makes me kind of sad, because like, I mean, I don't know if, do you want to talk about it first? Do you want to like, what do you think about that?
I thought
scene?
You know, for personal reasons, that his answer makes me feel a certain kind of way anyway. But just overall, in terms of like how it's portrayed in the film, I just thought it was quite. I mentioned the word bittersweet, and that's because what that implies to me is that Philip feels judged every day by everyone,
except
for a very long time, because we already know that he doesn't, like, his family aren't around anymore. You know, that's even more so that he's moved to another country, so far away from things that were familiar, let's say. I mean, he's been there 7 years, you know. I'm sure for the character he wanted to make it work in Japan, but just even that feeling of like, oh, even if he has friends or these connections or people around him, there's that feeling of being judged, that feeling of maybe being self-conscious, and it goes back to that whole thing of like, it's with that Mia storyline where it's like adults versus children. It's kind of, the older you get, the more complicated things become. And I don't know, I just thought it was quite powerful in the sense that, oh, it's just a really simple answer, and maybe a lot of people might answer that way as well.
Exactly.
Or if the person is slightly different, the reasoning might be quite similar. Who knows? But yeah, what about you? Why did that stick out to you?
No, the thing is, right, this is probably like, I don't know, maybe it's just a me thing, it's my personality kind of thing, but I do not like it when people lie to me. So I probably will never ever going to use this service, even though it's going to like try to make me feel good, but like they're lying, so it's still not going to make me feel good, kind of thing. So I cannot really relate into that. I can relate to like, okay, he really missed his mom and he feels like, oh, I just wish someone can like never judge me and never make me feel like I'm judged all the time or something like this again, right? But like I'm just like, if I lost someone, I really probably not gonna want like someone try and pretend to be them to make me feel good again, because it's not going to make me feel good.
Yeah.
I feel
I think, I don't know, it's hard because I'm probably on a similar
it's probably just the personality thing.
I don't imagine myself using this kind of service in any scenario because I don't know, you hear the phrase fake it till you make it, right? Fine. But there's just certain things that I can't fake.
I can't. Exactly.
It's like that kind of thing. But I mean, I think Aiko's response was after getting a response from Philip, she's not able to actually give a straight answer to him, right?
Yeah.
And he's like, hey, come on, I gave an answer. But I don't know. I don't know. Maybe we should see like how many people realistically would use it, or is it? I don't know. The fact that such a service does exist in real life, what does that say about the society?
I know, right? Because like I feel like if someone fake relationship with me and I know about it, if I don't know about it, obviously it's different, right? Like if someone pay an actor to be like, for example, to be like my boyfriend, but I don't know that they are a paid actor. Yeah. That would be different.
Different how?
Because I don't know about it. But this is
if
like,
you found out.
Yeah, but if I found out, obviously, no. But like, this is like literally you pay someone to,
No, I have other things I need to spend money on.
I know. I'm probably just gonna like go to more BTS concerts or something.
Yeah.
And that makes me happy.
Can you tell what time we're filming this? Oh, okay, that's interesting. So you know that you would never use this kind of service.
No.
Would you ever do this as a job?
Okay, no, that's different.
Oh.
In this kind of economy and job market, I feel like I'm gonna take whatever. No, I'm just kidding. But it's like, I feel like it's going to be very interesting. And because like I love talking to people anyway, I love like interacting with people, right? I feel like it's going to be a very, very interesting job, but I'm probably not going to do it because it's dangerous. Like, for example, if I can like choose a setting, like, oh, we're just gonna go to a cafe and like talk and gossip together, or like, oh, I'm gonna pretend to be your sister and then we can go shopping together.
Okay. I was like, what?
Katie.
I was like, what? Where's this
or
going?
like, oh, I'm going to be your best friend and we're gonna go to concert together, kind of thing. Yeah. It's fine. But like, obviously the one that we saw in the movie, like Philip just go to someone's like house randomly. Oh my god, no. No. That is too dangerous.
You have to pretend to be someone's mistress.
No, that is too dangerous. What if
what about, hang on, I just had a thought, because the very first case, sorry, detective, the very first client Philip has, is he needs to get married.
Yeah.
Would you get married?
No, because like, also, okay, this is
like
why I said like
married, obviously.
Even it's like, how can you fake marriage anyway?
I don't know. This was, you talked about plot holes earlier. This is
forget
the toilet stool.
No, actually,
I just want to know, how did that work? Did they actually sign any documents?
No, yeah, exactly, right.
Because they did the religious ceremony.
Oh no. Because maybe when you go, because like in Japan, when you get married, you have to go to kyokusho again, right? You have to go to like what is kyokusho?
City hall.
So this is not like, it's only like reception. So they don't do like all the documents and whatever.
Because they did like what looked like, is it like religious elements?
Yeah, because usually
that's not usually legally binding.
No, usually they will do the coin todoku first, like the marriage.
Yeah, but they just didn't. We just assume they skipped that part.
Yeah, so we just assume like they don't really do that part. They just do the reception,
Okay. Yeah.
But no. I'm not. No, this is why I said like, if I can like just choose my clients, like, okay, I'm just gonna be like your.
I think you'd have to
daughter
start your own rental family.
But it would be really like, literally, you can make like a manga out of it or something. You can write a book out of it.
I mean, there are literally stories, because I had read, was it like a Renter Boyfriend or something? That type of
we
manga.
heard about that, right?
I've seen those before. So the concept was not completely foreign to me, but the fact that it's just how wide-ranging the service might go. I think actually the other day I saw a news article about like rental father. So there's this guy, like a gentleman who basically poses as a father figure. So you can hire him to be the father figure in your graduation pictures, to go to sports games.
So everyone have like a
kind of like what you're describing actually. So I will just do these roles that are pretty harmless, but maybe it's
exactly. If it makes you happy, that's fine.
And this is real life. No, I'm not talking about like a film or something. This was an actual article about this gentleman who makes a living out of this. And I was like, oh, what? So is it because I watch Rental Family and that's suddenly I game it?
I mean, seriously, I will never judge on people who wants to use this kind of service as well. If you want to rent a boyfriend, you want to rent a husband or whatever as well. Like, you do you kind of thing, right? It's because like people cope with their loneliness differently, I guess. Some people, because I feel like, okay, people will, I know I love to talk, I love interacting with people, and people around me know this as well. But like, if I don't have that, if I don't need to interact with people, if I don't have people to interact with me, I'm also be fine with it. So I'm always like in the that, you know. But some people like really like they just really need that interaction, right? Like human interaction or whatever. So if that helps you
sometimes
mentally,
it's not just about need, it's the fact that they never had it,
or that they want to experience it.
That's a big driving force in what fuels a need for this kind of service actually. Because I don't know, it's kind of hard to say like without really doing like a deep dive into that, but I'm not going to go into the psychology of like someone who would or wouldn't use a service. But for me it's more just things will get messy. The reason why it makes such a good plot for film is because there's bound to be some kind of problem that comes up, because even if you say, oh, this is a job, there's a chance that things get too personal. And that was the thing for Philip. He feels he's very empathetic.
You can only do this kind of job like one client, you just have to do it one time, really. If you keep doing it, that will be, because humans' feelings are complicated, so no.
I mean,
you
like
cannot do
it's
that.
with the whole, oh, you can rent a friend, but if they rent you out for like
every day
every day for like a month straight, you're becoming like invested to them, and like, no, this. I mean, I don't know. You could be really in a really like emotionally close with a person, or like you have really good boundaries. That's fine. But I just feel like
I feel like humans,
in majority of these scenarios, there's gonna be some kind of
it's going to be complicated
bond, or you feel like, oh well, during those hangout sessions, you learn more about each other, or maybe you learn more about them, and humans inherently. Will group up somehow. So I don't know. I feel like it just it's too easy to become more complicated and messy. And I would prefer not to have that in my life.
So you will not do this job. You will never use the service, and also will not do the job, right? Yeah, same with me then, I guess. It is a really, really interesting like topic to make into a movie though. I think they did it very successful. And if it was something that you weren't at all aware of, like it is something that probably highlights what it is, but it also shows sort of because I think the way it portrays it, or like the boss Shinji, the way when he tries to hire Philip, he's like, we're providing memories or experiences of like happiness. Like it starts off with the shiny outer packaging, like, oh, it's a good thing. But when you open it up and have a look inside, there's a lot of problems. I don't know. I would like to not have a job that, in this,
that deliberately allows for more complications than necessary. And I also wouldn't want to put myself, or like I said, I wouldn't use a service. I also wouldn't hire someone to do something.
Because
on behalf of someone else,
to me, I'll be like, if it's like a fake interaction, I'm not going to be satisfied with it anyway. To me, it's I mean, it's me. Some people might like be okay with it, but
some people probably will like block that out. Right?
I don't think I can do that. If I know that you are faking it, I'll be like, but it's not gonna work.
You kind of notice that in all of them, actually, aside from the friend video gaming pairing. Actually, most of the main storylines are people hiring the rental family for someone else's sake. So with the bride, she wants it so her parents can experience like
that's true.
Their daughter
it's more like
Mia,
it's not for them.
Know.
It's for other people.
It's her mother hiring it and deceiving her.
So they're just lying to them, right?
Yeah, and then also for Kiko, he doesn't know. It's his daughter who hire the rental family. So actually,
I guess that's what I said before, right? If someone like rented like someone to be my boyfriend or something, well, I probably, because I don't know about it, right? So I'm probably gonna be okay with it. But obviously, once I know about it, I'll be like, what?
I mean, yeah.
I just can't with that like fake interaction.
Yeah, I think for the most part, the movie wasn't. Yeah, the movie didn't necessarily show people necessarily wanting fake interactions because it was so much of it was hiring someone on the behalf of someone else. Even like the mistresses one.
Yeah, true.
It was like to like.
I think it's just
apologize to the partner and then also to save the mistress from.
Yeah.
Being yelled at or hit.
The only one is just like that, the one that wanted a friend, right? Like to play games and whatever.
Yeah. So yeah, there was a lot of doing it on behalf of someone else actually, which is quite interesting. Now that literally just came to me actually. So since we're talking about it, I was like, actually,
true.
But yeah, like to actually put yourself in a situation that you know isn't real. I mean, like for the guy who just wanted someone to game with him and watch football, it's literally just like if you go to the pub and start chatting to a stranger.
True.
But with this one, you kind of pay and like you definitely know they'll talk to you. Whereas if you go to the pub and you talk to a stranger, you might be like, why are you talking to me? Or
not
like,
everyone, not everyone will be like comfortable like with like talking to strangers as well, right?
So yeah. Just for me, I wouldn't do it.
Yeah.
But there's one more question there actually on this. Do you want to talk about this one actually?
Yeah.
Or well, actually, sorry, it's about a specific. It's about Kiko again. That made me sad. Okay, so I guess I'll ask you. But we talked about the whole idea of like having dementia and how Kiko has this one goal in mind. So if you were in the same position and you knew you would lose your memory. What would be the last thing you'd do?
Okay, I was thinking about this because like obviously it's a hard question, right?
Yes.
But it's not the same with like if you know that you're gonna die. But it's kind of almost like the same as well if you know like because like memory is like what makes you human, right?
What makes you you?
Yeah. And if you lose your memory, you just going to be like an empty shell and like not gonna like you're alive but
you're kind of living
it's basically you're dead, you're gone if you don't have the memory. So I think for me, because I have this like quite similar experience to this, the thing that I want to do is like to tell everyone that I love them. That is I want to make sure that is like everything is not like left unsaid, like everything I have to like tell them how I appreciate them and how I love them. That is probably like what I'm going to do, is just to tell everyone that matter for me.
I mean, I guess
one
that
I
part.
really love,
I
that
guess
like
that part.
just so you know that I really appreciate you and I really love you. And I'm so glad that you're in my life, kind of thing. That is what I'm gonna say. What about you though? What are you gonna do?
I literally don't know.
It is a hard question. I was overthinking before.
Obviously, when I checked like our plan for the episode and I saw the question, I just thought about the scene in the movie because I know we're talking about the movie. But it's actually very hard for me to give you an answer. It's not that I don't have any answers. It's just that I'm not really sure which one I'm supposed to say. So it's easier for me to just say, I don't really know. I'll sit on it. But to be fair, I could give you an answer. could be similar to yours. But who knows what I would do if that actually happened to me.
I mean, some people are probably like, oh, I'm going to make like the best memory before I actually like the best memory with like people I love or whatever before I actually like, so the memory will stays in other people's brain at least still, right? Or something like this. But yeah,
I don't know.
I was like thinking about that one as well. I just like, at least if I don't remember, everyone else will remember.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know, I think about like, oh, if I were to be put in that situation, how many things I would be worrying about. So, yeah, I don't know. It's kind of hard for me to give an answer for this one. It's a very difficult question. But, yeah, I would hope that I could let the people I care about know that I care about them. But I would also be so afraid of like, because like the things with like dementia of like from what I've seen of it and what I understand of it, it's sort of like you could, when you go through an episode, you don't know what you're gonna say and do, right? You just got to hope that you haven't hurt anyone's feelings or
what you said and stuff, right? Yeah.
So I don't know, it's really hard. I'm not gonna dwell on this one too hard because I think this one
don't overthink it.
This is the sort of thing
we can go back like to the movie, because like Kiko-san, like obviously one last thing he wants to do is like went to like that trip again, right?
To his hometown. And he succeeded.
Yeah, and he like dig up like the old photos and stuff. I got
so like worried when Philip woke up and
he's not
there. I was like, oh my god, this is where something bad happened. I wasn't even wrong, because basically after they find the photos and then they're gonna like head back. And then he claps. I'm just like, yeah. I thought we were safe. I thought, oh, they succeeded. They got the pictures. Like the scene of him like digging at it. I was like, I thought it made me like tear up. And then when he claps and Philip's like on the phone to Shinji, and Shinji's like, the cleanses you kidnapped
an old guy.
Oh, your father. Oh, I don't know. I was just like, I hope this gets resolved. I was like, oh, it can't just be a big misunderstanding. Because then Philip actually doesn't feature for a lot of the scenes after that until they like get him out of trouble.
Because obviously he was in jail.
Yeah.
For that.
He gets arrested.
He got kidnapped. I mean, he kidnapped someone. Like,
but that's kind of when there's like lots of twists and turns and things. Because that's when Aiko like decides, well, I'm not going to do this anymore. I'm sick of doing this. And you see the bond that has grown between Aiko and Kota with Philip, because they're so willing to like. It's kind of funny because they basically quit their job and then they dress up as lawyers to go and convince
to save
Kizura's family to not press charges. But do you want to talk about Shinji, the boss?
Oh, the plot twist at the very end.
I mean, at the climax. It wasn't at the very end.
It's not at the very end. Well, I mean, I guess it's not like before the credit roll, but like it's quite the climax, right? Like when everything goes downhill. Everything's going wrong.
Because basically all his employees quit.
Yeah.
So one employee has now been arrested. Now both the employees want to help their colleague, and he's like, "There's nothing we can do." And they're like, "Well, then we quit." But Shinji's character is quite interesting because he's the one who's like selling this idea of rental family, right? And then earlier on in the film, we see how he's got a loving family.
He interacts with his family. How he interacts with his family.
Yeah, he's got a wife and a teenage son. And I remember in the first like interaction between that, I was like, oh, that's so interesting. Like this guy who has like, I wondered what it was that made him start rental family. And seeing that, it makes you feel like, oh, he's someone who has a stable home life. He's someone who has a happy home life, and something has made him see that he should help those who are less fortunate in the same way.
But actually the plot twist is he actually rented.
Yeah, his family is a rental family. I don't know. It's when they.
So that's how he got the ideas from, probably, right? Because like he feel like he's missing something, you know, and then like, oh, I can.
I'm curious. Did
actually
he rent
make this into a
them
business
from another company?
That is, they never explain it,
right? That's what I'm guessing they're not
like,
his employees.
Maybe I feel like maybe he was like, oh, I feel so lonely, and then he have an idea of like renting someone to like be their wife and like the son, and then he had like the idea of like.
It's a bit weird when you involve like a minor in it though.
Yeah, true.
Like
because he's definitely a minor, right?
The son is a minor.
Yeah, the son is definitely a minor. He's probably like 17 or something.
Yeah.
But yeah, that plot twist like makes me like, I mean, I kind of can guess it somehow, but like it's also like I'm still surprised anyway.
I was just like, what?
It's
when he did
like surprised
because it all clicks into like obviously it becomes like explicitly stated, but it was kind of that whole scene builds up, and you're like, whoa, he's coming with a bad mood, like what's.
Yeah,
but then when he's like, can we do that again? I was like,
yeah,
what?
But can you tell like, of course this guy is like the one that's, because like I don't know, I feel like,
I mean,
of course it's a rented family,
but it was a plot twist.
Yeah,
like, I mean it's literally makes sense because you can explain it either way. Like if that was his real family, like it also makes sense why he might want to create that company, but also the reality of it really makes sense.
It is because like literally I feel like the title it's actually referring to that one instead.
Yeah, maybe
rented family, right? Because he like literally like rented like a whole like wife
and
son.
You thought that was like the foreshadowing?
I feel like
rental family is the name of his business, isn't it? So
that's why I was like,
that's what he's taken.
But that's why when I saw it I was like surprised, but also like of course it's like it was very, very big. It's a very, very shocking like revealing though. I feel like.
I think that was like the final big plot twist, and then the rest starts spiraling into the resolution.
Yeah, the good ones,
like,
right?
How are we gonna solve it?
Yeah.
Yeah, because I feel like at that scene where you kind of realize, because when he refuses to help Philip, I was like, you're a bad
yeah,
girl.
but then
you see and then you pity him, and then he turns up as the police officer, and you're like. Okay, we like you.
We like you again, don't worry.
Well, and happy endings is that, you know, they still have the service at the end.
Yeah.
But they don't do the mistress apology.
I can't remember, I think maybe I don't know, like, they're still doing the business, right? Like
the business is still open, but they changed the structure so that they're, like, doing stuff that is genuinely trying to help people, but... Because you have Shinji taking the phone call, it's like, oh, sorry, we don't do it anymore. Anymore. And I was like, oh my gosh, yes. I was like, well, I mean, if I was in Aiko's position, I would not go back unless they got rid of that service. Like, as the only woman working there as well, excuse me.
I don't think I will ever want to like be like part of that kind of messiness, really.
Yeah. It's a shame. It's a shame we didn't get to talk about Icon watching. I think Icon Kota are my favorite character. Kota barely has any key scenes actually.
Yeah. He's just like that.
He goes with Aiko to like hell, and he's like, he's just so cute though. And I was like, okay, I like these two. But Aiko's like, we didn't talk about it much, but like her reasoning for doing it. Yeah. Because you remember there's that whole scene in the izakaya. No, it was just a bar, I think.
Yeah.
At a bar, and Philip asks her why she even does the job, because she's angry at him for almost like running out on the bride, right?
Oh yeah.
And she talks about like doing this job helps people, but it's also like lets people know that she exists, or like for people to be aware. That kind of thing. I don't know, I thought it was quite deep. But let's not dive into that too much, because I think that might reveal a little bit too much about my way of thinking. But yeah, I think, yeah. But what about you? Do you have any favourite characters from this movie before we wrap up?
My favourite character? Can I just not say Philip?
Oh, I knew it's alright. That would be expected. If it's not Brendan Fraser's character, who else would it be? Yeah.
Probably the actor.
The actor?
Kiko.
Yeah. Kiko.
Yeah. I don't know. I feel like he's like, he's kind of like relatable. I feel like not the part that he's being like a famous actor, but like.
I love how you have to clarify.
You know,
the other
thing
you want to tell me.
You know, like the other things, like it's just like the way, like the things he said and things and stuff. You know, it's just like, oh, yeah, you're all right, kind of thing.
Definitely. Well, I mean, I think the answer's pretty obvious, but would you recommend this movie?
Oh my god, yes. No, seriously, this movie is just so beautiful. I feel like the way they play our emotion is just like ridiculous. Like literally, I was crying. You know, like we both crying, right?
Yeah, you don't usually cry actually.
Yeah, I don't usually cry when I like in the cinema, but that movie just like makes me feel so sad, and then it makes me feel happy, and then sad again and happy again. But at the end of the movie, I feel so satisfied.
Yeah, it wasn't, like I said earlier, it wasn't in a bad way.
Yeah,
like the way it kind of pulls you along, it's not bad at all. It's it just gets you to feel a lot of things and gets you thinking about a lot of things. But yeah, I mean, I get this feeling whenever I really enjoy a movie anyways, I always just wish there was more. I want to know more about what happens after this and after that. But yeah, my overall feeling of it was very much satisfaction. We'll see if there's any movie that because technically we watched in January, so I only watched one movie.
We are probably going to like have something.
It came out
else.
in 2025 technically, so of the movies we watched in 2025, 2025 bunch of movies, it's my number one. Yeah,
it is very, very, very like, just oh my god, like all the cast and stuff, they are incredible. And I was like,
yeah, so if you get the chance to watch it,
no, seriously, watch it.
I definitely recommend.
Watch it if you want like a feel-good movie, like a really, really good feel-good movie.
And come back and let us know which storyline's your favorite.
Yeah, or the like, who's your favorite character?
Yeah,
things like.
Okay.
Before we get too sad again.
No, I'm not feeling sad. I feel good about this one.
Yeah,
I really enjoyed the movie, so yeah.
So I was right. I said like, I think you're gonna enjoy this movie. Yeah.
I enjoyed it a lot. Yeah, I'll say out of a scale of 10, it was a 10.
No, seriously. It is like very, very close to 10, right? Like it literally just...
No, it is a 10.
Is it a 10 for you already?
I've just said, yeah, it's a 10. I mean, it's not... I told you, I'm not really picky anyways. I just need a decent plot, but it was really well acted.
It is very, very well done.
Yeah, and that's all I can say, really.
Yeah. So, yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you for watching.
For listening.